I'd say top three. I'd say top three are the Second Amendment, Bitcoin, and I think that Clarence Thomas might step down soon, and I would much rather a conservative be appointed over a liberal justice.
For what reasons?
For what reasons on the SCOTUS portion?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it seems liberal justices act more activist in the way they interpret the Constitution rather than how it is.
On like what things specifically did you disagree with? Think of the ICU.
Well, for instance, I said the Second Amendment. When it comes to Second Amendment jurisprudence, liberal justices are generally really bad at upholding the current Supreme Court precedent. And I feel that if there was a more of a liberal Supreme Court, that they would try to overturn certain precedent. Trump take the gun. Yes, everyone knows. I didn't say he was perfect. I just said he's better. Yeah, I can read, yes, and that violates the Fifth Amendment.
So not only does he want to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, he wants to take the guns before, due process after. And you said he violates the Fifth Amendment? So
hold on.
First of all, three amendments. He says he wants to terminate the Constitution. Let's just throw it away at that point.
Burning the flag that's already been established by the Supreme Court to be constitutionally protected.
I know, and he just campaigned on it recently.
And it's not going to uphold. It would get overturned. Okay. I mean, that's the idea of having a constitutional republic, that you can't just do shit. The court will strike it down, even if he attempted it. But even so, Harris as a whole is worse on the issues that I listed.
Yeah. So same thing with Roe versus Wade, right? That was overturned, but you understand that's dependent upon the ideology of the individuals in the Supreme Court as well, right?
Well, I would say when it comes to Roe versus Wade versus trying to interpret a constitutional.
So you're saying if Trump had 4 of the Supreme Court justices, if Clarence Thomas drops, you're saying that won't be at all swaying the court towards Trump's ideology?
What you said 4? What
Yeah, he's already put 3.
Oh, you mean if he appoints a 4th? Okay, I get what you're saying. I mean, yes, I could see your argument on that, but I also could say if oh my gosh, if Clinton would have won, I could make the same argument for you because she would have had the same opportunity. So it's just I would say he just quote unquote got lucky that 3 people got appointed during his presidency. I don't like that. That's just how the cards fell.
No, but what she wasn't making these same points as it relates to the context of all these amendments. If you say that you care about the Constitution, you can't tell me that he advocating for the violation of multiple amendments doesn't concern you at all, right? You're acting like
she's done this.
Harris advocating for literally a difference in interpretation of the Second Amendment. Appreciate the work harder. Thank you so much, KBC. I really appreciate that. Holy shit! Thank you so much, KBC. A difference in interpretation, is that all the same as literally trying to terminate the Constitution?
I would say. What the hell?
Sorry, that was that thing. I was like, what was that sound?
I'm not saying I'm defending his.
Caddy, think of the $4.20.
It was a stupid statement, but her action. Yes, I just said I think it was a stupid statement.
Well, okay, come on. You can't only apply this to Harris and not to Trump. That's ridiculous.
No, you're right, but Trump's not going out saying, "Hey, we're not trying to ban assault weapons. We're like ban high capacity." Yes, and I said that's wrong, and that would violate the Fifth Amendment and the Second Amendment. And
okay, so what's your point?
My point is, I feel like of the two, Harris would be the greater threat to the 2 points I laid out.
Okay, so to Bitcoin and the Second Amendment.
Yes, I'm not saying he's perfect, but I'm saying if we are in a binary system,
so what about
Trump or her?
Do you care about women's rights?
Abortion? No.
Yeah. No, you don't care about women's rights?
Roe v. Wade getting overturned was a great decision.
Oh, really? So you think it's good that 1/3 of women have less rights in America now than they did right before Roe versus Wade was overturned?
Yes, because
Yes.
yeah,
He likes
because
limiting women's rights.
No, I like upholding the right to life as.
Oh, right to life. So at what point do you think it's a person? Is it conception?
Yeah, conception would be a good law. I mean, a good point to
Really,
put.
conception? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So like, I have a question. So, do you think this is a person?
That looks like a virus or a bacteria.
You don't think this is a person?
What's the picture of?
You don't think this is a person?
What?
It's a microorganism, right?
It's not a person,
right?
though.
You understand that a zygote's a microorganism, right?
But
Are you really asking me? You don't know the difference between a person and like a microorganism?
you're basically showing the equivalent as if I showed you a picture of a dog embryo. That would also not be a person. It's not.
At any point it's sentient, I'd be able to identify the difference between a dog and a human being. Under my view. Under your view, you have a hard time making a distinction between this form of bacteria or virus and a zygote. Like if I showed you a zygote of a rodent, would you be able to tell the difference between a zygote of a rodent and a zygote of a person?
No, and I would.
No,
You would probably.
Do you typically mistake rodents for people?
No, but that doesn't negate the fact that they are different biologically.
Okay. What's your point with that? Okay, so here, actually, I'll ask you this question: why don't you value sperm? Why don't sperm have rights under your view?
Because life begins at conception.
Well, the sperm is living.
It's not equivalent.
It's living. So sperm rights.
I'd say more, pulling back to what I said originally on why I'm voting for Trump. It's primarily
Sperm
due to
rights?
the Second Amendment.
No. I just want to ask you: do you care about sperm rights?
No, I don't care about sperm rights. There you go. There's your little.
Why not? Why not? But it's living.
Because it's not a person.
What's a person?
We determine life begins at conception.
But the sperm is living, so it's living.
It's a new set of DNA.
But the sperm is living. Okay, so do you value the DNA?
Okay, how do we determine life on another planet?
Caddy, I appreciate the $4.20. Thank you so much. Well, okay, I believe microorganisms have life. I don't value the bacteria when I brush my teeth. I don't think I'm like committing genocide by brushing my teeth.
Yes, because the bacteria isn't considered human. Even so, that's
okay. But is it human sperm? So it's living, it's human. So do you value it?
No, I don't value it as much as a person.
Why not? It's living and human.
It is not.
Elsie, thank you so much for the $20. How is it not human? It's human sperm. What species is it? Elsie, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sperm rights.
However, one of the characteristics that determine life is it's able to reproduce. Sperm on its own cannot reproduce.
Oh, okay. So if someone is infertile, you're saying they're not a human being?
No. Because
that's what you just said.
No.
If they can't reproduce, then they're not a human being.
No, it's not. That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you just said.
A human is supposed to be able to reproduce. If they're not able to reproduce, that means something is functionally wrong. That doesn't make them not human.
Oh, okay, exactly. So why is sperm not considered to have rights under your view? Thank you for the hand art.
Because they literally can't reproduce on their own.
What, bro? So same with people who are infertile, okay? They can't reproduce? Okay,
No,
so are you saying they're not human beings?
No, that's not what I said.
That's what you just said.
No, it's not. It's not even close to what I just said. A person that can't have kids, something is functionally wrong.
Can a fetus?
In due time, yes.
In due time. So in the future, same thing with sperm. In due time.
No, sperm cannot.
There are the necessary qualities, right, for it to get to the later stages.
No, sperm allows for the process of having kids, but it on its own cannot.
Yeah, same thing with a zygote. A zygote on its own, without nutrients from, right, the birthing person, obviously are not going to be able to.
but it's. I'm just gonna have to disagree with you because you're
Disagree on what?
Where life begins.
No, but you don't think sperm are living?
They do not meet the definition of the general concept of life.
Why not?
I would say because due to the fact that they can't reproduce.
Okay, so
One of
again,
the
people
main
who are
functions
infertile
of
are not living?
Say again?
People who are infertile are not living?
It's not what I said. You're trying to construe my words.
If they can't reproduce, you said they're not living.
Is sperm sentient?
Oh wait, so do you ground the value on sentience?
We have to have some sort. You have to have some sort of.
That's what I value, but that's
cognation.
not until 18 through 26 weeks, bro. So you're pro-choice, man.
No.
What?
Okay. I'm just going to disagree with you. However, that's not the main position on why I'm not voting for Harris. And I'm voting.
Okay, so you agree with me there. So you want to protect women's rights, right?
I believe.
Thank you.
I believe women should be equal under the law, under the 14th Amendment. However, they should not have a special right, such as killing their own kids.
How do you feel about vaccine mandates?
I oppose vaccine mandates.
Really bad, right? Like, why would you violate someone's bodily autonomy to save
Yes,
people,
I know what
right?
I know what you're going to say. Their own bodily autonomy, all that. That's not a 1-for-1. I don't see that as a 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's not a 1-to-1 because the people you're killing by not getting vaccinated to a greater degree in society are sentient. They're sentient. They're more value than non-human embryos. Human embryos. Sorry, my bad. Not non-human. Thank you for the sunglasses. Oh, jeez.
Even so, I say this is not the positions I told you in which I'm voting for Trump over Harris. I never once said anything about the right to life or the right to abortion.
Okay, but like I'm just asking, like if you care about women's rights and you think that they should be like federally protected.
I don't think they should be federally protected.
You don't think women's rights should be federally? So do you think women's right to vote? Abortion. Do you think women's right to vote should be left up to the states?
No, that should be constitutionally protected under federalism.
Why the difference? So why do you protect women's rights federally in one scenario but not in the other?
Because one is a constitutional right to vote and one is killing your own kids.
Wait, okay. So again, should it be banned for someone to nut? It's genocide, dude.
I don't equate. Again, you keep trying to make this like
it meets the biological context of life. It does. It is living. Sperm is living. I'm not just making this up. It totally is living. Okay, but like you don't care about cellular life, do you? So I seriously don't know what you consider the difference. I really don't, unless you said it meets some certain set of like.
Do you think there should be any restriction then? Do you think there's much of a difference in 9 months versus 1 month?
I think it's bad after sentience, right? For elective abortions, after sentience. But that's at the point where I think it's bad, right? No one's getting lethal abortions like that. Almost no one.
Almost no one is not the same.
After viability, it's all induction of labor. The abortions that are lethal do not typically happen after that point, right?
Okay.
I'm serious. Like in overwhelming level abortions, and then most of the abortions that happen after that are either the like life of the mother, health reasons, right, or like it's an induction of labor, which is non-lethal.
Okay, I still said like you've turned this into a debate on abortion, even though that's not at all why I listed why I'm voting.
So because you care more about Bitcoin, right, than you care about women's rights. You literally listed Bitcoin above women's rights.
Yes, if you want.
You literally listed Bitcoin. You listed Bitcoin above the climate. Right, I appreciate the paper grade. Thank you so much. You listed Bitcoin over people getting health care in America. You listed Bitcoin over child care. You listed Bitcoin over the health of the men, women, children, right? In this country. Seriously. How can you say America first? What America first? Rich people first?
I never said those weren't important issues. I'm just saying of the two that I'm like that. I was probably going to vote Trump regardless, but
what are you America First about?
I believe when it comes to foreign policy and the like, that American interests should be put first and foremost.
Thank you so much. Okay, so like for example, right, giving healthcare to our citizens over spending $850 billion a year on the military, right?
I would say there could be some cuts to the military. I don't think
Trump wants to expand the